Time for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Hartington, Farmers Pride, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Avera, Moody Motors, Explorers Credit Union, Mount Marty University, All Season Power Sports, Security Bank, Christensen Well and Irrigation, and Top Crop. Now we go live to the arena for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3, courtesy of Riverfront Sports.
Well, good morning from Lincoln, Nebraska. This is coverage of the girls' state basketball tournament. Today, we are at Lincoln Standing Bear High School in Lincoln, Nebraska. It is on the south side of Lincoln, a brand new gymnasium, brand new school. It's one of those when you walk through the front door, all you smell is kind of like the glue for the carpet or the flooring. It is that new. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Ulrich, bringing you today's broadcast. Cedar Catholic Lady Trojans have made their way to the consolation game. I don't like that word, but that's what it's officially called. They are playing for the third place trophy here today. Standing in their way will be the Alma Cardinals. Alma comes in after playing day 1 and 2 of the tournament down here. They're now 21-7. The number 5 seed, Cedar Catholic, they are 16-12 after a win and a loss down here. They are the 6th seed in Class D1. Let's take a look around. It's Championship Saturday is what you hear that term thrown around down here in Lincoln, as the state championships are taking place at the Pinnacle Bank Arena today. And let's look at some of those games and where each of the classes have made their way into the tournament. In Class D1, where Cedar Catholic is, number 1 Pender is playing number 2 Elm Creek. The significance of that one that jumps out at me, that is the only class out of the entire field, Class A all the way down to Class D2, where it's a number 1 versus number 2. Everywhere else, it's upsets. And in many cases, number 1 didn't make it to the finals. So D1 has Pender and Elm Creek. D2 has a number 2 versus number 4 matchup. Number 4 is Dorchester, and then number 2, the always faithful down here at the state tournament, the Falls City Sacred Heart team. That game is the nightcap. That'll take place at 8:15. Class C2, we will be covering Crofton at the conclusion of this game here with Cedar Catholic. They are also in the third place game. Making it, though, to the state championship game, number 3 Oakland Craig. There's another Northeast Nebraska basketball team, along with number 4 Elkhorn Valley. They're from Tilden, just outside of Norfolk. That game will take place this afternoon, 4:15 at Pinnacle Bank. In Class C1, an upset took place yesterday, one that I did not foresee, but very well deserved. The Minden Whippets, number 2 ranked in Class C1, I thought was just a class of the field. And they were defeated by number 3 Milford. They were led by an all-star freshman. She's 6'3". Reading another media down here, think that person might be the next big basketball or athletic star in the state of Nebraska. Very solid freshman for Milford. 67-61, they advance. The number 3 seeded Milford will play number 1 Lincoln Christian. That game later on today. In Class B, number 1 Omaha Skutt Catholic advances to the finals. They'll play the number 7 seed Gretna East. And in Class A, number 1 Millard West will play number 7 Omaha West Side. That one an afternoon game. All those are taking place at Pinnacle Bank Arena downtown in Lincoln. That's kind of a recap of where we're sitting. Started with a lot of teams down here at state, and they've narrowed the field down to just some state tournaments, and then 4 games here today, rather state championships, and then 4 games here today at Standing Bear will be the 3rd and 4th place games. Take a break, come back, we'll talk more basketball on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
In the field,
on your farm, in your community.
Farmer's Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
Scott back at Lincoln Standing Bear High School. This is the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer premium vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com. Stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. We talked about the class, all of them from A to D2 down here. Kind of get a recap. But let's talk about Cedar Catholic, how they fared. Their very first matchup was against number 3 Southwest. The Rough Riders came in with only 1 loss, and Cedar Catholic played fantastic on that opening round game, taking place on Wednesday. Final score for Cedar, 54-27. They were led by Caitlin Arns with 17 points. Aniston Wortman had 11. And then 6 other players contributed to that scoring of 54 points, including 8 from Addison Walter and 8 from Savannah Pick. That was day 1. Got through. The excitement was just as high as you can be. And they have the next day is off. So Thursday was off for Cedar Catholic. They went up to Malcolm, about 15 miles northwest of here. Had practice, had a day around town, and then they came back and had their second game yesterday, a game that took place against number 2 Elm Creek. Cedar Catholic was out in control of that one, up by double digits. And then the defense changed, just from my perspective. Elm Creek's defense in the second half, they switched from man-to-man, went to an extended zone, caused some issues for the offensive production, and a close one down the stretch. The Trojans were right in it with only a minute and 30 seconds to go. It was a 1-point game. Ultimately, Elm Creek with the victory, 54-49. They were led by Addison Walter, had 13, and Aniston Wortman had 13 as well. Walter, she had 13 in the first half. 3 threes. Things were clicking, but then the defense stopped that in the second half. She was held scoreless in the second half of that game. Also, Caitlin Arns contributed 9 points. There's a few other players as well, but that's the final score, 54-49. Elm Creek goes to the state championship. Cedar Catholic here to the third place game. That's how it looks for Cedar Catholic for their path to get here. What about Alma? We'll talk about them when we come back. This is the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. We'll take a break, come back in 2 minutes on the current 94.3.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Scott Ork back in Lincoln, Nebraska. Still the pregame report brought to you by Moody Motors. Just a few minutes before tip-off here in the third and fourth place game, Cedar Catholic Lady Trojans against the Alma Cardinals. Alma's path to getting to this point, they faced up against number 4 Superior in the first round, getting that victory, and then they had one of the best teams, possibly the best team in all classes down here, and number 1 Pender, the Pendragons. Very, very good team they are, and they advance to the state championship. So Alma drops into the consolation bracket with Cedar Catholic. As I look across their schedule, it's impressive. It truly is. They're sitting 21-7. I know they drew the number 5 seed, but they easily could have been a touch higher. They faced up, and I'm just going to isolate their losses. Elm Creek, the third game of the year, they lost that by 4. Again, Elm Creek's in the state championship. Superior, they lost that game in a close one. And Superior is one of those teams that made it to a district final, ultimately being knocked out before the state tournament. Southern Valley, they're in Class C2, a 1-point victory for Alma. Another Southern Valley game, a 7-point victory. And then a loss to Phillipsburg, Kansas. I don't have any stats on them. And then another loss, as I mentioned, just yesterday to Elm Creek. Very solid play up and down the board. They won all the games that they should have won and a couple more, and they lost the games to very good teams. Alma Cardinals are up next. Cedar Catholic, Lady Trojans, and Alma. We're just about set to go. We'll take a break, come back. Keys to victory and the starters. This is the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Back in 2 minutes on the current 94.3.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mostly, Mount Marty is it's like home to me. The community is awesome. No matter who you're talking to, whether in dining services or the residence life team, everyone loves talking to everyone else, and everyone's super interested in getting to know you, and everyone loves making you feel like you are home.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Attention irrigators. When was the last time your irrigation pump was pulled? Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well and Irrigation to find out how pulling your irrigation pump during the fall and winter months can improve efficiency and avoid breakdowns, saving you money. Visit Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hardington or Wakefield. Find them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. And good luck to all area high school athletes this sports season.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska at Standing Bear High School. Just about set to go, a couple of minutes. Public address is starting to take care of their official duties. Let's break things down. The keys to victory for Cedar Catholic. Trojans, as I look at some of the stats over their first two games, they really have been ice cold down here from the three-point line, and that's been a factor in these games, especially yesterday when it was a close one. Their first round, 4 for 18 from three-point range. Yesterday, 4 for 21. Just one of those, they're very good shooting threes at home. You get down here, the buildings, the stadiums, they're all bigger in size, and I think that maybe plays a role in making those shots. I don't know. Today we're back in what I would call a regular-sized gym. This is bigger than Cedar Catholic's home gym by a little bit, not a lot. So we'll see if they can maybe get it back on track. A little better shooting percentage from deep. That would have definitely affected the outcome yesterday. Free throws were definitely one key as well. Yesterday they were 7 for 10 when their opponent went 12 for 24 unofficially on my score tally sheet. So they didn't get to the free throw line nearly as much. Make that 17 of 24, sorry. And free throws, getting to the line and shooting better from three-point range. They'll apply the pressure, full court pressure, run as fast as they can. That has been the motto, even though yesterday I did see Cedar pulling it back just a little bit and slowing things down. We'll see if fatigue comes into play here on day 3. Now let's break things down and talk about the starters. The starters brought to you by Security Bank. Score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank. First up for the Alma Cardinals, coming in 21-7, number 5 seed. As I mentioned, they're led by their 5'7" sophomore guard, number 1, Cameron Scott. Cameron Scott averages 14 points a game. A 5'8" junior, number 10, Kirsten Moore. She averages just over 11. A 5'5" sophomore, number 12, Camry Neal. She averages 6 points a game. A 5'11" senior, number 22, Chase Malzahn, averages 6 points. And a 5'7" freshman, number 23, Vaden Epp. She averages 5.5 points a game. This is the first time that Alma has been down to the state tournament, and their head coach is Amanda Davis. Now for Cedar Catholic, I mentioned they've been down here 15 trips to state tournament. They have 3 runner-ups to their credit, 1 state championship back in '86. I don't know how many 3rd or 4th place trophies they have. They've done well in that category in the last 7-8 years. I know I've been down here for several myself. Starters for Cedar Catholic, a senior, number 1, Bailey Hochstein. A senior, number 4, Caitlin Arns. Another senior, number 5, Lauren Bernicker. And a sophomore, number 10, Aniston Wortman. A junior, number 33, Addison Walter. Those are the starting lineup for head coach Craig Wortman, assistant coach James Kaiser, Matt Cottle. Got to give a shout out to those coaches. I think the average parent doesn't realize how much time or part of their life really goes into these girls and boys. After hours, late, weekends, there's always doing coaching events throughout the year. I think they dedicate a lot of time to these teams. Those starters brought to you by Security Bank. This has been the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. We'll take a break, come back, we'll have the tip-off here in Lincoln. Back in a couple of minutes on the current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
On your farm, in your community,
Farmers Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community,
Farmers Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichson. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Scott Ork back in Lincoln, Nebraska. We're just about set to go. One adjustment made to the Alma Cardinals starting lineup. Number 3, Miley Whitney, a senior guard, averages 5 points a game. She has replaced Vaden Epp, the freshman. The teams have been announced, and they are meeting at half court right now, shaking hands. Decent crowd on hand here, to be expected. Some folks went home. I'm just looking across the floor at Alma as well. Looks like kind of similar. But there's still people filing into Lincoln Standing Bear High School here on the south side of Lincoln. Had a couple folks walk in and say, this feels like we've been to this gym before, which we have not. This is the first time they've hosted. However, this is built identical to Lincoln Northwest High School. The gym is to exact specs of that one, and it had to do with funding, is what I'm being told. So They didn't want to have one school have a different layout than the other, so they matched, and both schools look identical, the same. We're about set to go. Cedar Catholic in their road red trimmed in white. Alma white trimmed in red. A lot of red here this morning, as you can imagine. Jumping for Cedar Catholic will be Caitlin Arns. Her final jump of her career, going against number 10, Kirsten Moore, the 5'8 junior. Referees making sure final things are good to go. They're getting the final countdown. And now we are ready to go. The NSAA official says, yep, let's do it. They're holding it to the second. Jump is up, and Moore will control the jump. Alma will have first go of it. We're just underway here from Lincoln Standing Bear High School basketball. Top of the key, that is going to be Moore. He's swinging around to the right side. Cedar Catholic playing man-to-man defensive. Pressure starting out on the game. Driving into the paint, putting up a shot from 15 feet, no good. Tried to go back up is going to be Malzahn, and blocked by Caitlin Arns. Arns with the block, and now she's going quickly the other end. Cedar Catholic waiting there. I could hear the referee. Sorry for the delay. Cedar Catholic came all the way up the floor. Once Arns got the block, she took off, and I believe she was going to be called for a travel, but the shot clock did not reset. So there's a good start. Cedar Catholic gets a break, and now the referees are going to stop it again. They're talking about what do they want to have it set at. It's at 29 seconds right now. And it is. It's going to stay right there. Walter inbounds to Hochstein. Looks like a 2-3. It's a matchup zone being applied by Alma to start this game. Driving in, right baseline, 15-footer, no good for Wortman. Rebound clearing the boards away is going to be Cameron Scott of Alma. They set up their offense, driving into the paint. Dish at the last second, goes up, blocked by Lauren Bernicker. Bernicker outlet pass to Hochstein on the right side. They push it up the floor. Cedar trying to push numbers. Skip to the top of the key. Three-pointer on away by Walter. Back of the iron, no good. And again, another rebound for Cameron Scott of Alma. Long outlet pass, turnaround, up right-handed, can't get it to go. Offensive board, Alma, kick back out, 15-foot shots, too strong, no good. Rebound clears the board away is Wortman. Over a minute off the clock now, and nobody's got their points on the board, and a travel. Cedar Catholic quickly going the other direction. Arns had a lot of contact with the player, no foul called, and she's going to be called for the travel. Now full court pressure being applied by Cedar Catholic as we start this game. Ball comes in play, this time to Neal. Long pass, going to get to Moore. They break the press easily, going up strong. Left hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and almost going to clear the boards. With the basketball. Left side, back up to the top of the key now is Kirsten Moore. She averages 11, drives into the paint. Handoff down to the low post is going to go to Malzahn, and she's going to be fouled. I believe it's going to be Walter, I believe. Yes, first foul on Addison Walter. So this gym is just like Lincoln Northwest, as I mentioned. And the one thing they don't have is sideboard, so I won't know the official of how many fouls there are on each person or player. We'll just have to keep some extra notes today to try to keep up with this one. First free throw on away by Malzahn, the senior, off of its mark. Still no score from Lincoln, a minute and a half off the clock. Second one by Malzahn on the way. Same spot, miss, and it's going to be rebounded by Arns. Long pass, going to go out quickly, push it up the floor. Now to Walter, down low, goes up strong and in. Addison Walter, the first basket of the day, breaks the 0-0 tie. 6-minute mark in this opening quarter. 2-0, Cedar Catholic on top. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Where other banks have their branches, the Bank of Hartington has their roots. Now driving into the paint, going up strong. Scott, she's fouled, and I believe that's 2 on Walter. We'll see what the official is. Yes, so Addison Walter, and immediately some warm-ups start coming off of the girls on the sideline. There will be substitutions checking in as that foul is on Wortman. 2 minutes off the clock. She's got 2 quick fouls. First free throw on the way by Cameron Scott is off of its mark. So 2 players check out for Cedar Catholic, Arns and Walter. And I believe it's Bryn Bernicker and Savannah Pick have checked in. Second one is good by Scott. So 2-1, Cedar Catholic on top early in this game. Full court pressure being applied by Alma, and Cedar Catholic easily breaks across the timeline. Now Hochstein, right wing's going to go to Wortman. Goes up. She's going to be blocked. Battle for the rebound down low, and it's going to be... Now it's a loose ball, and it's going to be picked up by Cedar Catholic. Back to Berniker, and it's going to be tipped off and go out of bounds. It'll stay Trojan basketball. Don't tell some of these fans that this is a third-place game. Nope, there's lots of emotion. It doesn't matter what game you're playing down here in Lincoln, and we have it here this morning, it looks like. Top of the key, Hochstein. Now down to the low left corner. They kick it back up and reset everything. They find Wortman looking for Berniker in the post. Can't get it to her, and now taking off is going to be Wortman. Goes up strong and in. She's knocked to the floor. She's up, getting up very slow. Quickly at the other end, going up and in as well. That is Moore. And now timeout on the court. This will be, I believe, a 30-second timeout. Yes, it is. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Back to Lincoln in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
More of today's hits. KDAN, Hardington, Yankton, Vermilion, current 94.3.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
5:20 to go in this opening period of play. Cedar Catholic on top, 4-3 against Alma. Facing full court pressure now. Trojans bring it in. In the backcourt, it's going to be stolen and taken away. Yes, Alma's going to go back in. Up strong with the layup, up and in. That time making the basket is number 12, Cameron Neal, her first bucket of the morning as well. Cedar Catholic, and now an errant pass is going to throw it away. It will be clear across the timeline, and now Trojans settle back into their half-court defense. A little bit of struggle there on two possessions going against that full-court pressure. Basketball, Scott, left wing, guarded by Berniker. Kick it down to the low post. Neal going to be tipped away by Lammers as that one went across the paint, but Alma still retains possession. Goes up strong. Scott can't get the layup to go, and now pushing it up the floor will be Cedar Catholic. Hochstein swinging around the left side to Lammers. She drives back in, and now they're going to have to reset the offense. It's still a zone defense being applied, and that was what gave Cedar Catholic some trouble yesterday against number 2 Elm Creek. Skip past far side, stolen, taken away with the basketball is Moore. Moore, outlet pass to Scott. Can't get the layup to go. Offensive board, no good. Still a battle, and it's going to be secured by Alma. Now with it is Neal, drives into the elbow, loses it, and now a travel violation is called. 5-4 is your score. Alma on top of Cedar Catholic. Early, it just has that feel of the rebounds are going Alma's direction so far in the first half quarter. We all know the ebb and flow and the up and downs that go through these games. Right now, just a little bit on Alma's side, as driving up the left sideline is Wortman. She's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 12. That's Cameron Neal. Her first personal foul, first team foul. 2 fouls on Cedar Catholic, and they were both on Walter. Wortman now with the basketball, swing it to the right side. It's going to go to Berniker, and they play a 2-person game out front, looking somewhere to go in the paint. Almost stolen away at the top of the key. Kick it back out. Now a three-pointer this time. It's going to go up by Lammers. No good. Rebounding. Clear the boards away is Alma. Long outlet pass is too strong. They're trying to find Van Epp. It's going to sail out of bounds. Trojans are going to get this one right back. A couple subs checking in. And the first one I see is Cameron Lecker. She has checked in. She has got the injury bug the last few weeks. She had a concussion, was in concussion protocol for a week. And then in the first round of the state tournament, as Wortman just drives into the paint, tries to go up strong, and a blocking foul is going to be on Moore. As I mentioned, Lecker, though, had an ankle injury the first day of the tournament down here and was in a lot of pain. Did not play yesterday. She's on the floor here now this morning. Three-pointer on its way this time by Wortman. No good. Rebound is Lecker. Back over to Wortman on the top of the key. Reset the offense. And now trying to drive into the paint was Wortman. Nowhere to go. Going to have to kick back out in the baseline. They find Arns. She surveys the field, well guarded, tries to force it into Bryn Berniker, taken away, stolen by Alma. Van Ep's going to take off, right-handed, going strong. A lot of contact as Wortman's going to knock that one out of bounds. It's going to stay Alma basketball. .3:19 to go in this opening period of play. Cedar Catholic still trails 5-4. Low-scoring first quarter here so far from Standing Bear High School in Lincoln. Driving into the paint, kick out to Van Epp on the left side. Nowhere to go. She kicks it back up to Scott, and they reset the offense. Drives into the paint about 10 feet. Did not shoot. Now they pull it back out. Guarded by Bryn Berniker is Scott near the top of the key. She loses the handle on it. It's going to be picked up by Alma. Driving in, low shot clock, and now a foul will be called. Driving in was Kirsten Moore. Foul is going to be on Aniston Wortman. That's her first personal foul. Trojans now have 3 team fouls, and Moore, who averages just over 11 points a game, will be at the line. First one on its way, back of the iron, no good. We got Cedar Catholic right now. Following this game will be the Crofton Warriors in a Class C2 matchup against GAC, Guardian Angels Central Catholic. Those two teams very familiar with each other. We'll have coverage of that game at the conclusion. Second one by Moore goes up, no good. She gets her own rebound. Now over to Scott on the right wing. Trojans settle back into their half-court defense. They are still in man-to-man defensive pressure being applied on Alma. Scott out on the left side, swinging around the horn to Epp. Nowhere to go, and now they try to get into the paint. They finally get it in there. Turnaround, Moore goes up 360 around the hoop, does not go in. Rebound is Wortman. Wortman tries to outlet pass, tipped up, taken away. It's going to be Alma with a basketball after that steal coming up from behind and tipping the ball away. Going into the paint is Epp, goes up strong. She'll be fouled. Referee says number 25, that's Cameron Lecker, her first personal foul. And at the free throw line, shooting is the freshman, Vaden Epp. Side iron, no good. Past couple days down here in Lincoln, we can call those fouls really fast because we're sitting courtside. You can see it better. You can even hear them talking. We are not courtside. We are on the top row today. Still have a great view here in Lincoln. Second free throw, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away, Lauren Berniker. Trojans clear the timeline. Kick back up to the trailer. Berniker, now they swing it around the horn looking for Lecker. Into the paint to Bryn Berniker. She goes up strong, left-handed up and in. Gets the roll. Solid play by the sophomore, Bryn Berniker. She now has 2. 6-5 is your score. Cedar Catholic back on top by 1. The basketball, Moore. Kick back out. Scott, three-pointer in the left corner for Alma. No good. Battle for the board. Alma's got it again. Another rebound. Now Epp, the freshman, puts it up. No good. Side iron. And then there's Scott clears the boards away for Alma. Right side with a basketball. Miley Whitney hands it off to Moore, and then Whitney cuts through the paint trying to open things up. Moore drives into the elbow. Kick out left corner. Whitney puts up a shot. Three-pointer. It's good. That Security Bank three-pointer extends the lead for Alma, 8-6, with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play. Just watching some other fans roll in here. I know they will be back down here next week. Cedar Catholic boys basketball will take place on Thursday. We will have coverage right here on the Current 94.3. Basketball inbound now. Lecker, top of the key, dribble behind the back, loses her defender, but also loses the basketball. Taken away, going the other direction quickly is Neal. Neal, pass down low, Epp, kick out. Long 15-foot shot. This time is by Harper Fennell, and it is good. Trojans now trail by 4, driving in the right side, and now an offensive foul is going to be called on Aniston Wortman. She lowered the shoulder and drives into the paint. And now a couple subs checking back in, so Wortman will check out. That is her second personal foul. Earlier, there was a couple fouls that head coach Craig Wortman didn't like, and he voiced his opinion and concern to the referee. That time he didn't have much to say, simply because it truly was a foul. You like him to get them accurate when we're down here at State. And now an errant pass is going to go, and Alma is going to throw that one out of bounds. It's been a rough tournament. That was something that the media talked about last night when we were done announcing. Just feels like either the teams are getting more aggressive and seeing what they can get away with, or maybe the referees, well, they're letting them play farther. We're not sure which the case is. Just seems like it's been a rough tournament down here in Lincoln this week. Trojans with the basketball. They get it to Arns in the right baseline. Puts up a long two-point shot. It's good. That one was just inside the three-point line. Arns was in perfect position. And now a steal, almost a steal in the backcourt. Almost going to throw a long outlet pass down into the paint. It's going to go to Epp. Goes inside, going up strong, and she is fouled by Lecker. Hard foul there by Lecker. That will be her second. Check that. They are actually putting that on Brandon Bernicker, her first personal foul. And Epp will be at the free throw line for Alma. 10-8 is your score with 12 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Too strong for Epp. She'll have a couple more. Check that, one more. Couple dribbles for the right-hander. It's up and does not get the shooter's roll. Caitlin Arns with a rebound. Arns in the backcourt facing some pressure. Now hands it off to Lecker. Lecker, long outlet pass, and it's going to be stolen, taken away by Neal. Neal, outlet pass to Epp, going up strong, no good. Clearing the offensive board, put back up, and almost went in, but was more. It does not fall, though. At the end of one quarter, 10-8 is your score. Cedar Catholic trails by 2. Back with second quarter action in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Attention irrigators. When was the last time your irrigation pump was pulled? Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well and Irrigation to find out how pulling your irrigation pump during the fall and winter months can improve efficiency and avoid breakdowns, saving you money. Visit Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington or Wakefield. Find them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. And good luck to all area high school athletes this sports season.
After one quarter of play here in the third place game, Cedar Catholic trails 10-8 to Alma. The Cardinals, I would like to see the official stats for rebounds. It feels like the Cardinals have the vast majority advantage. Now Cedar Catholic, though, goes up strong. Caitlin Arns. The ball was out near half court. Quick pass down low. Caitlin Arns up and in. Didn't waste any time coming out of the break. Now all tied up at 10. The basketball out near the top of the key. Now Cedar Catholic in their own zone defense, trying to change things up with the basketball. Left wing. It's going to be Malzahn. She's going to throw it back out, and it should be an over and back. Yes, it is. An over and back violation. So Cedar Catholic is going to get it right back, all tied up at 10. One buzzer sounds. Alma's number 23, Vaden Epp, is going to check back in. On the floor for Cedar Catholic, Walter has 2 fouls. Wortman's got 2. Bernicker, Arns, and then back to Hochstein. Hochstein top, dribbles in 5 feet, kick down to Caitlin Arns. Arns goes up strong, does not get the roll, but she's going to be fouled, and she will go to the line. Have to be careful with this foul situation, as I believe 2 of them on each, Wortman and Walter. Yesterday, Wortman fouled out in the 4th quarter, and Walter played. She actually got her 4th foul with about 3 minutes off the clock in the 3rd quarter. First free throw on his way by Arns is no good. One more free throw for the senior. One dribble. Shot is on its way. Front iron, no good. Battle for the board. And it's going to be cleared away by Moore of Alma. Long outlet pass to Scott. Picks up a dribble about mid-range from the NBA line at top of the key. Down into the paint. Taken away. There is Caitlin Arns again. Stealing her away and getting it to Hochstein, now to Walter, and they clear the timeline. Long pass down to the left baseline. Kick back up, and the Trojans will reset their offense. Dribbling into the 15-foot range. Ball's knocked away out of the hands of Wortman. And Alma will have it. Quickly pushing up the floor with the basketball is Miley Whitney, right baseline. They bring it back up and swing it around the horn. Now they're on the left side, right in front of Cedar Catholic's bench. Good passing on the perimeter, but they're having a hard time getting into the paint with that zone. The bottom three, is anchored by Addison Walter in the middle, Wortman and Caitlin Arns, and that's causing problems. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Right side. Now it's going to go into the baseline. Long pass. They're going to have to get it off. 1 second on the shot. They get it off. Did not hit anything, but the Trojans pick it up. Now we're off and running quickly with Hochstein on the right side. Back to the trailer, and we tipped off out of bounds. So we're trying to get it back to Wortman. It was tipped out of bounds. So Walter will inbound the basketball. 6:13 to go here in opening half. All tied up at 10. Cedar Catholic and Alma in this third and fourth place game. Driving baseline. Arns goes up strong, gets her own board, puts back up, and one. Caitlin Arns, I would say she kind of went up for a layup. It just gave the pass to herself. When she picked it back up and went up strong, she got the hoop and the harm, so she'll be at the free throw line shooting one. The last third of the season, Caitlin Arns has been very impressive. No good on the free throw. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Bernicker, last to touch it, so Alma's going to have a go of it with 6:03 to go before the half. Trojans now with a 2-point lead. Basketball, swing onto the right side. That's Whitney back up to the top of the key. The zone has been very effective these last 2.5 minutes against Alma, keeping them from getting easy buckets in the paint. Long perimeter passing. Now they go down low. Turn around. This is Neal trying to go somewhere. Can't get it. Can be kicked back out to Scott on the left baseline. And now a steal taken away. There's Arns again. It's Arns. Bernicker. And they're going to have to pull it back up. Kick out. 3-point shot by Wortman. Side iron. No good. Battle for the rebound. There's Caitlin Arns. Back up and in. Caitlin Arns is playing fantastic here. And timeout on the floor. Timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to take it with them back to Lincoln in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Top Crop brings us back here to Lincoln. 14-10. I don't want to say it's the Caitlin Arns show because it isn't there yet, but she is on pace. Unbelievable play. Couple blocks, some steals, rebounds. Arns playing very good through a quarter and a half. With the basketball, right wing. Now Alma brings it back up the top of the key. Still playing that zone is Cedar Catholic. It's going to go into the elbow. 15-foot shot goes up and in. It's Moore. Kirsten Moore. She's got almost 300 points on the year, 294. And now Cedar Catholic is going to dribble up the floor and just lose it out of bounds. Going to give it right back to Alma. Yeah, almost 300 points, averages 11 a game. She is a very effective offensive weapon for Alma. That looks like a 1-1-3 is what it looks like. They're kind of making an adjustment, but the Trojans are still in a zone. Now a 3-point shot goes up to their own, no good. That was Scott clearing the boards away. Wortman of Cedar Catholic approaching 4.5 minutes to go here before halftime. Cedar Catholic on top, and now a steal taken away. Savannah Pick trying to get in the paint, stolen away by Scott. Goes up strong, left-handed, does not go in. Foul, I believe, is going to be on That's a foul on Aniston Wortman. That is her third personal foul. I thought it was Bryn Berniker, but they had a better angle on it. Free throw goes up by Scott, no good. And now checking out will be Wortman. She will probably be done for the half. 4:35 to go before halftime now. Walter has 2, she's on the bench. Wortman has 3, she's on the bench. Second free throw goes up and in. Cameron Scott is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe today. Into the elbow, Bryn Berniker, kick out. Lauren Berniker on the left side. And they play a 3-person game going back and forth, trying to go down low to Arns, going to be tipped off out of bounds. It's going to stay Trojan basketball. Now Savannah Pick checks out and Walter checks back in. She's going to have to be very careful with those 2 fouls. 4:21 to go. Still a 1-point game, 14-13. Cedar Catholic on top of Alma. Left side, 3-pointer by Berniker goes up, no good. Battle for the board is Hochstein. She puts it back up, back iron, no good. And now Bryn Berniker gets the rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled. Good offensive board there for Cedar Catholic's Bryn Berniker. Foul's going to be on number 22, Chase Malzahn. Her first personal, 3rd team foul. Only 1 on the Trojans here with 4:10 to go. Side iron, no good. Be sure to stick around. We'll have the Bank of Hartington halftime report as well as the stats, which are brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. A couple dribbles for the left-hander Berniker. She gets that one to go. So Bryn, I got her unofficially 3 points. We'll also have some updates, see if we can find out what's going on at the state championship game taking place downtown. Alma now trying to set up a screen for Scott. Left baseline, 3-pointer. Goes up, no good. Offensive board, clearing away. Put back up, can't get it to go. That was Neal, and now Walter's going to clear the boards. Under 4 minutes to go, 2-point advantage for Cedar Catholic before the half. Now driving into the paint, putting up a right-handed jumper. It's up and in. Who else? Caitlin Arns. She averages 8. I got her for 10 already. Basketball up on the right side, swing it around to Scott. Now back up to Neal on the top of the key. They're trying to get a screen pass there. They get it on the far side, but taken away is going to be Walter of Cedar Catholic. Everybody clears out. Walter brings it up the floor and now hands off to Hochstein on the right side. 3:17 to go before the half. Gives it to Bryn Berniker. She goes up strong with the left-handed, up and does not get the roll, but she will be fouled. Fouls on number 12. That's Cameron Neal, her second personal foul, 4th team foul. So Bryn Berniker will be at the line shooting 2. She just went 50% from the line. And that one, nothing but net. Trojans getting to the line much better this morning than they did yesterday. Just did not find themselves at the charity stripe very much throughout the game. Second one is good. So Bryn Berniker, now she is 3 for 4 with 3:10 to go. From the charity stripe is Berniker. Almost setting up their half-court offense. They get it into Moore in the elbow. Goes up strong right hand. Can't get it to go. Battle for the board. And a jump ball is going to be called. It was Lauren Berniker. She was battling with number 22, Malzahn. And it's a jump ball. It's going to stay Alma basketball. And now we are just under 3 minutes to go before the half. 19-13 is your score. Quickly. Yep, down into the low post, going to go to Malzahn. They're getting to Moore. Moore drives into the paint and just loses the basketball out of bounds. Addison Walter was in the vicinity, and she immediately, when the whistle blew, she looked at the ref. She was making sure she didn't move her hands or anything. She didn't want to get called for that foul. Lammers clears the timeline for Cedar Catholic. Now goes into the top of the key. Backdoor cutter, trying to get it to Arns, and it's going to be blocked. Malzahn with a block for Alma. And now the Trojans will retreat back into their 2-3 zone defense of their own. Into the paint, pass is going to go, almost taken away. Securing it, Scott. Now they get it baseline, Malzahn. 10-foot, going to go up with a shot, and coming from the backside trying to get the block is Caitlin Arns. So at the free throw line for Alma will be Chase Malzahn. That is Orange's first personal foul, second team foul. Couple dribbles for Malzahn. Nothing but net. That one is good. Malzahn's a senior, 5'11". She averages 6.5 a game. Just from seeing her the first half here, it's the height advantage and rebounding is her best part of her game. Misses the second free throw, and now Walter with rebound. They bring it up the court. 2:18 to go. Cedar Catholic on top by 5, 19-14. Back out to the left side. It's going to go to Walter. Puts up a long three-pointer. No good. Battle for the rebound. Scott of Alma surveying the field. Long pass up to Whitney. The right side has to kick it back out. Now a long two-point shot by Epp goes up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Walter secures it for Cedar Catholic, and she hands it off. Under 2 minutes to go here before halftime. Cedar Catholic playing very efficiently here in this quarter. A little bit of foul situation I have to keep an eye on. Walter finds herself alone, 16 feet, no good. Rebound is more of Alma. Minute and a half to go. Long outlet pass to Scott, guarded by Bryn Berniker. Can't get the layup to go, and Walter's going to get the rebound. Walter rebounding the basketball has been very good here in this first half. Long outlet pass to Lammers. Now they bring it around the horn into Bryn Berniker. She turns around. There's a player right there. Just in a perfect position is Kinley Lammers, but the ball rolled to her. She knelt down, picked it up, and when she stood back up, there's the travel violation. So it's going to go right back over to Alma with 1:17 to go and still a 5-point lead for Cedar. As a reminder, keep mentioning it because I want folks to know Crofton is immediately following this game. They have a tight schedule. They've kind of put them back to back every 2 hours here at Lincoln Standing Bear this morning. So Crofton will play immediately following this game. A little bit of warm up in there, I'm sure. Clock now at 1 minute, Alma with a basketball. Back up top of the key. The swing is to Scott. NBA 3 on the left side, no good. Battle for the board. Lauren Berniker clears the boards away. Clock now under a minute. Savannah Pick, left side. They swing it around the horn. Getting into the elbow kick out. 3-point shot from the right corner for Walter. It's good. That Security Bank 3-pointer extends Cedar Catholic's lead 22-14. Now driving into the paint. Scott puts a runner up in and out. No go. Battle for the board. Clearing it away is going to be Hochstein. 28 seconds to make it 26. No shot clock. Cedar can play for one. And now they're going to throw it away just as they clear the half-court line. Just one of those, a pass from Savannah Pick to Hochstein. It was off of the hand of Hochstein and it's going to go out of bounds. Unfortunate there. Now give it right back with 21.6 to go in this opening half. Alma, we'll see if they push it or if they hold for one. 22-14, your score in a scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Cedar Catholic on top of Alma, the number 5 seed. Malzahn in the corner, back up top to Scott. 4 seconds. She puts up a long three, and it's good. Wow. That one was 6 or 7 feet. And now Walter is down on the floor as the buzzer sounds. That is the end of the first half of play. 22-17 is your final score. We're going to take a break. Be back with a halftime report and some stats. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hardington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hardington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We know the needs of our producers and are eager to assist with the demands of your farm. How do we know? Because our Ag Lenders have true Ag experience. Call our experienced Ag Lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hardington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
On your farm, in your community,
Farmer's Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community,
Farmer's Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs, whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska's Standing Bear High School. Cedar Catholic versus Alma, the third and fourth place game. Right at the very end there, I mentioned that Addison Walter was down on the court. Everybody left the court, and the trainers were out there with her. You could tell she was in substantial pain. Looked like a lower left leg injury. I don't know exactly what it was. Several trainers were there. Her dad came down. She was able to walk off the court under her own power. We'll see if that plays into the second half, because she wasn't setting no speed records leaving the court. It was hurting her for sure. That's where we're at here, though. 22-17, Cedar Catholic on top by 5. This is the halftime report brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Where other banks have their branches, Bank of Hardington has their roots. Well, we're sitting 22-17. After one quarter, Alma was up 10-8. Cedar Catholic turned it around. Nice scoring of 14 points to almost 7 in that second quarter. Let's break the stats down, and the stats are brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Built on over 50 years of experience in a water well drilling industry and the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. That's Christensen Well and Irrigation. First up for the Alma Cardinals, they scored 17 points. They were led by their sophomore guard, Cameron Scott. She had 5. Kirsten Moore, they're wanting to get Moore going a lot more. Yeah, that was not intentional. They're trying to get her in the paint, and it's just been tough going inside. She's had several misses, but she is very athletic. I think we'll see more of her in the second half. I can't stop doing that now. Kirsten Moore finished with 4 points. Cameron Neal had 2. Harper Fennell had 2. Chase Malzahn had 1. And Vaden Epp had 1 3-pointer. Now for Cedar Catholic, scoring has been split by 4 players. We've seen that down here. They've even had it up to 7 players. They definitely get some playing time off the bench. A lot of teams that I see and have called this week down here, the 5 starters score, and that's it. That's not the case for Cedar, as it is. We got Anderson Wharton for 2 points. Bryn Bernicker has 5 coming off the bench. She's got a field goal, and she's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Addison Walter has 5. She just made that 3-pointer a moment ago. But they're led by their senior forward, Caitlin Arns. She has 10 points, and that's going against her season average of 8. Those stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a break, come back. We'll talk more basketball. This is the halftime report brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mount Marty stood out to me because of its Benedictine values, actually. I knew that I wanted a smaller private school experience anyways. The values and the hallmarks that they show here at Mount Marty, they push you to explore what it is to be human and how to be a better human and care for other people.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great people begin.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Lark back on Lincoln, Nebraska. This is the Bank of Hartington halftime report. Taking a look at the only one other game taking place so far here in Lincoln at the end of one quarter. It should be a little bit farther along, but the scoring that I have just shows one quarter, and that is Pender is up 28-12. And that game taking place down at Pinnacle Bank. That is the state championship in Class D1. Now I'm getting another one, 40-22 with 1 minute left probably in the first half. So Pender is well on their way to a state championship, it appears. We'll see how that plays out. I mentioned immediately following this game here, we will have Crofton. They will take on Guardian Angels Central Catholic, the Blue Jays. Another fan came up and walked up to me and said, I can't believe we've got Crofton and Guardian Angels in a third and fourth place game. That is just how good Class C2 is, and Northeast Nebraska, and specifically in Class C2. Very, very good basketball in that class. So that will be a great game here, taking place right after this one with Cedar Catholic and Alma. Our next broadcast after the Crofton game will be next week. That's going to take place. We will have the Cedar Catholic boys. They made it to state this year. We will have them coverage. And that game will take place at the Bob Devaney Sports Center on Thursday, 3:15. We'll be on the air about 2:55. Number one, Freeman has kind of been the class of the field in the boys C2 bracket. Also Summerland, Exeter Milligan Friend. Number 2, UTAN. The Chieftains are playing very good basketball. They'll take on number 7 seeded West Holt. I was excited to see West Holt. They lost to Cedar Catholic in the sub-district finals, and then they got in by power points, went down to Grand Island Central Catholic and took care of business. That was a shocker for me because Grand Island Central Catholic played unbelievable all season long. So West Holt, they got a couple of big kids, 6'6", and they got the job done, so they're down here at state next week. But Cedar Catholic, we will have coverage. The number 6 seeded Trojans take on number 3 Cross County next Thursday at 3:15 from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Again, we'll have coverage. As it is, still got girls here. One half of Cedar Catholic yet to go, and then we will have Crofton Warriors coming up after this game. This has been the Halftime Report, brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Where other banks have their branches, the Bank of Hartington has their roots. Take a break, come back. We'll have the second half tip from Lincoln in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Attention irrigators. When was the last time your irrigation pump was pulled? Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well and Irrigation to find out how pulling your irrigation pump during the fall and winter months can improve efficiency and avoid breakdowns, saving you money. Visit Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington or Wakefield. Find them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. And good luck to all area high school athletes this sports season.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
On your farm, in your community,
Farmer's Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community,
Farmer's Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska, Standing Bear High School second half action for Cedar Catholic. Some Crofton fans starting to pour into the gym now, getting ready. Their game coming up in a little bit after this one. And now we have it again, another official timeout as the clock and shot clock is not synced up. The officials over there talking to the scores table. This has happened a few times down here this week. Class A and B had the shot clock last year, and now it was expanded to all Class C and D schools this year. So I think there's some growing pains. Hopefully we get into next year and things will go a little bit smoother. Now it's set up. 3 seconds off the clock, 3 seconds off the shot. We're ready to go. Trojans have it. And the good news is for Cedar Catholic is Addison Walters on the floor for the Trojans. We'll see. Keep an eye on her as this game progresses. Wortman, left side, is swinging around the horn. It's going to go into the paint and trying to go to Walter, and she will be fouled on the floor. Just watching Walter, seeing how she's playing aggressive. Is she favoring that leg? So we'll keep an eye on that. As it is, inbounding underneath their own basket, it's going to be Arns. Kick out, three-point shot's going to go up. This time by Wortman, no good. Battle for the board. Moore has it for Alma. Pushing up the floor quickly. Scott, one dribble, put it up and in. They've done that a few times. Long outlet pass goes from Moore to Scott, and now coming across Cedar Catholic's trap. It eventually is going to be knocked out of bounds. It will stay Trojan basketball. Cedar Catholic fell for the trap as soon as you cross the timeline. And now the Alma defense is definitely pulled out. This happened yesterday, too, against Elm Creek. The defense stretches way out, and that caused some issues. Now driving into the paint. Arns goes up strong, can't get it to go. Rebound, Moore again has another rebound for Alma. Same play, outlet pass going to go to Scott. Put it up, it's in. 2 plays, exact same outcome. And now quickly Arns from 15 feet in the baseline. She puts it in. Now 24-21. Cedar Catholic on top. 1 minute off the clock in this third quarter. Whitney left baseline, swing it over top, and they go back and forth, making the defense rotate. Cedar Catholic in the zone, into the paint to Moore, turns around, kick it out far side, Neal. They find Malzahn, now they bring it out the top of the key and reset everything, driving into the paint. Blocked this time by Walter. Walter with a block on Scott. Now Cedar Catholic has it, right side. Berniker finding Arns in the baseline. And now Walter, down low, turns, puts it up and in. Walter, I don't know what percentage I'm going to give. She is not 100%. She was able to get that basket and put it in. Just seemed like she was knocked to the ground pretty easy there. For the basketball, skip across the top. It's going to go over to Scott, right side, NBA three-pointer. Missed everything, battle for the rebound. Moore's going to tip it to Whitney. Nice save by Moore. And they want to get it back to Scott again. They get a baseline, Malzahn. Back up to Moore at the elbow, 14 feet. Jumper partially blocked by Walter again. Cedar Catholic will have it. Still a 5-point lead, 2 minutes off the clock in this third quarter, 26-21. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Arns has it on the low left block. Goes in strong, partially blocked by Malzahn. Gets her own board as Arns puts it back up and in. Keep giving her the basketball. Caitlin Arns is on a streak. Unbelievable play. Probably the best I've seen her play through 2.5 quarters this year. Whitney on the right side, waiting for the Trojan defense to adjust. Now they get it to Moore in the elbow. Stolen, taken away. Hochstein's going to get the steal for Cedar Catholic. Leading by 7 now, pushing it up the floor. And it's going to be a carry. The basketball got away from Aniston Wortman. Wortman, if you haven't seen her play, she is fast, or even faster as the person that's running alongside her when she has the basketball. That's not common. But at that time, it got slipped out of her left hand. She was dribbling, trying to get in for a layup. So we're going to give it right back to Alma. Scott, back top of the key to Epp, and they bring it out the right side. Waiting for Cutters to go across the butt where the elbow is. And having a hard time getting it in there. Now it goes into Moore, going up strong, and a block. Left-handed block by Addison Walter. She's going to block Moore again. And picking it up is going to be Arns. 5 minutes to go now in this third quarter. 28-21. Cedar Catholic playing solid on both ends of the floor. Wortman now to Arns in the low block. Turns around, 5-foot shot off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets her. Rather, she didn't get the board. Alma's going to pick it up. And a foul is going to be created. That time, Arns is going to be the guilty party. That is her second personal. She gets some instructions from the coach. It's wide open to drive into the paint if anyone wants to go in there. That's how stretched out the defense is for Alma. Right side, Whitney, three-point shot, no good. Chasing for the board and running it down is going to be Alma. With the basketball, Scott kicked back over to Whitney into the paint. Going up strong is Moore. Another block. Third time that Walter's got a block on Moore just in this quarter. Cedar Catholic has the basketball. Wortman, left side, picks up her dribble, finds a trailing Hochstein. She dribbles into about 10 feet, puts up a shot, no good. Battle for the board. It's going to be, it's going to be off of an Alma player, the referee says. It's all about angles. Basketball is definitely an angle game, and that is true for the referees as well. What angle they have sometimes affects how their call is made. This time, Cedar Catholic beneficiary of it. Trying to lob into the paint. You get it right down low. Savannah Pick. The ball goes 360 and then rolls back out. Everybody here kind of gives one of those collectives. Oh, almost went in. Foul this time will be on number 23. That is Epp, the freshman, her second personal foul. 2 team fouls on Alma, 1 on Cedar Catholic. Savannah Pick, free throw, back iron, no good. One more coming up here for Pick. Same result, back iron no good, tipped it around, still being tipped around, and now secured by Moore. Moore, outlet pass to Neal, back to the trailing Scott, did not pull the trigger, she was open for a 3. Now a foul will be called. It goes into Moore in the paint, foul's going to be on Cedar Catholic. Referee says number 5, that's Lauren Berniker. That's Berniker's first. Both teams now have 2 fouls. As I believe it's Scott set the inbound underneath their own basket. 2-3 defense applied by the Trojans. It does. Epp, Whitney around the horn all the way to the other side. It's going to go to Scott. 15-footer blocked this time by Wortman. And it's going to go off out of bounds off of Wortman's hand. Lammers checks in now. Lauren Bernicker will take a seat. 3:56 to go in this third quarter. Still a 7-point game, 28-21. And now Scott, right side, 3-point shot. It's good. Cameron Scott, she is their main scoring weapon, or at least production-wise so far here in this game. Trojans facing their own defense. 3-point shot. Aniston Wortman, she says I can do it too. Aniston Wortman now unofficially, I got her as 5. 31-24, Trojans on top with 3:25 to go in this third quarter. Each school is going to get a large plaque to hang up in their trophy case after this one. Now a 3-point shot goes up strong. Can't get it as Van Epp. No good. Rebound. 2 players on the floor. Now the referee's going to talk it over. They don't know who the last to touch it. It looked like Alma was last, and it was. So it was Moore and I believe Bryn Bernicker were both. They crashed into the seats and the bench of Alma. Trojans are going to get the basketball now. 3:10 to go. With 31-24 is your score. Cedar Catholic on top against the number 5 seeded Alma Cardinals. McKinley Lammers checks in. There's no one even close to the paint. Everybody's pulled out that far. Now it goes into the paint. Going up strong with the left hand, Bryn Bernicker. She's going to be blocked this time. Mulls down with a block. Quickly, almost going to set up their half-court offense. Scott, top of the key. Lob pass down low. Tipped up out of bounds. Solid defense by Cedar Catholic. They're trying to get it to Chase Malzahn. It will be out of bounds. So now Moore will inbound the basketball. Check that. They just changed position. Scott's going to inbound the basketball for Alma. Comes into play. Trying to wait, and there it is. Going to get it to Scott on the left baseline. Goes up, 3-pointer, no good. Battle for the board. Walter, and then she just throws it out of bounds. Walter was trying to get it to Aniston Wortman, and those two were not on the same page. A great rebound by Walter, but that one's going to go out of bounds, so Alma's going to get it back. A fresh 35 on a shot clock. 2.5 to go in this third quarter. Left side. Yep. To Whitney into the paint to Moore. Going up against Walter. Tipped off, and it's going to go off of Moore's hand out of bounds. So no harm in that last possession. Cedar Catholic will get it back now and not giving up any points with the basketball. Wortman brings it straight up the floor. Under 2.5 to go. Right side. Now they're trying to do a trapping defense is Alma. Anytime it goes to the sideline, they're trying to trap. Driving into the paint. Right-handed runner goes up and in, and that is going to be Aniston Wortman. Approaching that 2-minute mark of the third quarter, 33-24. Largest lead of the game by 9 for Cedar Catholic. Moore drives into the paint, goes up strong. Block this time by Walter. Walter's got 4 blocks just in this quarter. Trojans have the basketball. Savannah Pick on the left side, guarded by Whitney. Now a hand check foul is going to be called. Foul this time will be on Miley Whitney. Her second personal. Team foul number 3. So we got 3 on Alma, 2 on Cedar Catholic. 1:54 to go in this quarter. And the Trojans up by 9. Cameron Lecker just checked in. She has the basketball, gets it to Bryn Bernicker in the free throw line. They kick it back around. Quick passing, trying to go low down to Walter, but she's double teamed in the paint. Now it's going to be a steal, taken away. Scott of Alma has it quickly, taking off with 4 Trojans chasing her, and she'll be fouled, trying to go up for the layup. Foul, I believe, is on Savannah Pick. Yes, Savannah Pick. So that's her first personal, 3rd team foul at the line. Shooting 2 for Alma will be Cameron Scott. First one on its way, and it's good. I've got her 4 for 5. And now an official timeout on the floor. They're making Bryn Bernicker check out, and she's going to the medical trainer. Looks like she's got a scuff on her knee. It's going to have to be attended to. Checking in will be Arns. So here we are, second free throw on its way by Scott. Both of those, nothing but net. Sophomore Scott is very good. I'm sure we will see her back here at the state tournament again. Walter gets it at the elbow, goes up strong. She's going to be blocked. Well, I guess it was due. Walter's got 4 blocks this quarter. That time she goes up strong against Malzahn, and Malzahn rejects that one out of bounds. Looking to inbound the basketball. It comes into Savannah Pick. Quickly, left side, three-point shot, no good. There's Arns with the rebound. Put back up, no good, can't get it. She's battling for the rebound, and now it's going to be secured by Alma. It's Neal. It's Neal, 1-on-3. She's going to have to pick up her dribble at the top of the key. She does, kick right side. Surveying the field. Cedar Catholic still in the zone. Trojans like to play so much man-to-man, but down here, it seems like the zone has been very effective. Scott dribbles into the right elbow, puts up a shot, 15 feet, no good. Battle for the board. Still looking for it. Now Neal's going to secure it. Neal driving into the paint, nowhere to go, and now a timeout on the floor. Timeout is brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Take a break with them. 30 seconds. We'll be right back here to Lincoln on the Current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
The Current 94.3 KDAM. Hardington. More of today's hits.
Scott Elk back in Lincoln, Nebraska. 33-26, Cedar Catholic on top of the Alma Cardinals. 55 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Neal inbounds to Scott out top of the key, guarded by Bryn Bernicker. Now they're in man-to-man defensive pressure are the Cedar Catholic Trojans. Yep. Now to the Malzahn in the low corner, and they bring it back out. It always takes a little bit for a team to reset one. When the defense changes from man-to-man to zone or whichever, they have to change their offense. That's what we're seeing now. Now driving into the paint. Almost lost it was Neal. Well covered that time by Cameron Lecker. Back to Neal. 30 seconds. Now 5 seconds on the shot. Shot's going to go up. Nothing. Didn't hit anything on that one. And Cedar Catholic, a perfect rebound was Savannah Pick. Shot clock turned off. 18 seconds to go on the game clock. And the Trojans, an errant pass is going to sail out of bounds, trying to go from Lecker to Savannah Pick. And they're going to give it right back to Alma with 14.2. Kind of looking at some of the future players we're going to call more in the next year for Cedar Catholic. Driving into the paint, Moore putting up a shot from the elbow. It's good. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Trying to get it in. Cedar Catholic, a half-court shot. It's going to go up. No good. At the end of 3 quarters of play, Cedar Catholic on top of Alma, 33-28. We'll take a break, come back, have fourth quarter action from Lincoln in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road, ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Well, it's fourth quarter. One more quarter for some of these girls, and their basketball careers will be over. See if they can come out with a victory here in a third-place trophy against the number 5 Alma team. Just underway. Alma has the basketball first. It goes into Moore in the corner, guarded by Wortman, and dribbling out of bounds is Moore. Actually going to be called for the carry. I think she went out of bounds also. Good defense there for Wortman, just cutting off, not giving her any place to go. Hochstein, the basketball. They clear the timeline. Wortman back to Hochstein, still facing a zone defense that's now stretched to be almost a half court in length if it needs to be. And now a travel as Wortman is going to take off. Does not get the basketball down. So quickly back to Alma it goes. As we're 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. Alma, basketball in the right corner. It's Moore. Kick back out Scott. Now they want to get Whitney free for the three. There it is. Shot's going to go up. An offensive foul. Referee says no, it's going the other way. I think it was an illegal screen. As the Alma coaching staff said, what happened? But it was Kirsten Moore with an illegal screen. That is her third personal foul, first team foul. I like the setup there, but you see that sometimes those screens, they're not in the perfect position, so they'll try to slide a hip or just get over a little bit. You can't do that when you're setting that screen. Bernicker, right side, caught in a trap right now. And now timeout on the floor. Timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. Another 30-second timeout. Back to Lincoln in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Mount Marty, where great nurses begin.
My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing. Our nursing program, I feel like, does an excellent job in preparing our students for that future profession as an RN. They have very unique clinical opportunities. Avera has been a long-standing partner with Mount Marty for many, many years. We're really lucky in Yankton to have a lot of clinical opportunities right here.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Back at Standing Bear High School, Lincoln, Nebraska, Cedar Catholic on top 33-28. And now the basketball is going to come into Wortman on the heels of an offensive foul. Trojans now set up, give it to Orange. She's going to take it in strong to the hole, partially blocked by Malzahn. Malzahn, kick out. Now it's going to go to Moore, pushing up the right side, going in strong, and then taking away a good swat, if you will, to get in that passing lane. Knocking it away is Walter. Now Wortman, the basketball, caught in a trap right side, swing it back up top, and the defense for Alma is definitely stretched out, trying to do anything they can, claw their way back in. They're down 5 now. Goes into the right baseline. Bernicker back up to Walter. Three-pointer, it's good. Addison Walter, she's just kind of hung around the top of the key and found herself open for a shot. Now it's back 36-28. Whitney, right side, they're trying to screen for her to get a shot. She's going to do a reverse layup and gets the roll. A beautiful little roll for the 5'3" senior. And now it's back to a 6-point game, 36-30. Walter, right side, three-pointer, nothing but net. That Security Bank three-pointer brings it back up to a 9-point advantage, 39-30. Quickly now, Scott, top of the key, kick to Whitney on the right side. Looking to find more. Now they swing it over top to everything and find Neal. Back to Whitney, making that defense shift. And now Neal's going to pull the trigger on a three-pointer, no good. And an defensive rebound by Wortman. And she's going to immediately be tied up, so a jump ball situation. So a timeout. Yep, they're going to take a timeout on the floor. Timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. This will be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Back to Lincoln in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At our back in Lincoln, 5:41 to go in this contest. Cedar Catholic on top, 39-30 over the number 5 seeded Alma Cardinals. Trojans will have the basketball now, facing us very elongated. Now it looks like they're almost in. They are in man. Alma has come out of that zone now and went to man-to-man defensive pressure. Left side, Wortman takes off to the races, goes up strong, partially blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Wortman. Might have forced that one just a little bit. As it is, they're going to give her right back to Alma now with still 5.5 on the clock. The basketball, left side, Scott. Back up to Epp, the top of the key, and now they find Whitney. There's the swing over the top of the defense. It's usually between the side persons, kind of about the free throw line height. And they're trying to find that way they can get the defense in rotation, get an open shot. Now Whitney, three-point shot, right side, bank shot, no good. Battle for the board, a lot of contact. Now it's going to be secured by Alma. Dribble between the legs out top. This time there's going to be Scott trying to get it into the paint. Walter is the anchor in that 2-3 zone defense, driving into the paint, and this should be a foul. It will be on Walter, I believe, as Neal drove into the paint. Let's see. It is. Addison Walter's going to pick up. That's her third. She's in good position for 4:51 to go. She's still got 2 more of them. I mentioned yesterday, she's just how she plays. She absolutely flirts with that, 4 fouls a game almost on every game. Under 5 minutes to go. Scott, NBA 3 on the right side. It's good. Wow. Cameron Scott. Write that name down on a sticky note. Now quickly at the other end, driving in for the layup is Wortman. She's going to be fouled. Cannot get the shot to go. I always keep notes here for the last 3, 4, 5 years I've been down here. Write notes and then go back and look at it. I'm just one of those, I forget who won it last year. That's just, I don't have kids playing in this, so I'm not that emotionally attached to it like that. But I'll pull it back up and go, oh, I remember this kid or that kid. But write down Cameron Scott of Alma. Unbelievable play. Just an athletic kid. One of those 5'7", scored almost 3. She scored 364 points. Free throw does not go. And now we're quickly going to go the other way. It's going to go out of bounds. So Portman's going to get one of them. It is 40-33 is your score, and a scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Ball on the floor, loose ball, battling. 2 players on the floor. Now Alma's going to pick it up. Secured and stolen away, taken away by the quick-handed Lauren Bernicker. Quickly gets it to her sister, and now they say slow things down. Wortman crosses the timeline, 7-point lead, 4.5. Make that 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in this game. Who's going to get the 3rd place trophy and the big plaque to take home? Driving into the paint. Now Wortman's going to be fouled. Making the contact this time, I believe, is Epp. Nope, check that. It's going to be, yes, Van Epp for the foul, the freshman. That is her 4th. So she'll come out. Whitney will check back in. And the Trojans will look to inbound on the sideline. Lob into the backcourt. It's going to go to Wortman. We are 4 minutes away from the conclusion of this game. And now the Trojans have it. Lob pass, trying to get it to Arns in the paint, going to throw it away. Quickly Moore going the other direction, coast to coast, going up strong against Walter. Blocking foul on Addison. Addison's going to pick up her 4th. And she looks like she's set to check out, possibly here, but Moore's going to be at the free throw line shooting 2. If you're going to foul out in the last couple of minutes of the final game of the season, is perfect time to do it. Couple dribbles from Moore. First one on its way, back of the iron, too strong. And now Addison will check out. Savannah Pick comes in with 3:50 to go. Again, a 7-point lead, 40-33. Cedar Catholic has been on top for the vast majority of this game. Next one, no good. Too strong. Both of those hit the back of the iron for Moore. Wortman slowly bringing it up the court. Maybe trying to take a little bit of air out of the ball or clock off the game. Nope. 3-point shot's going to go up this time by Bernicker. Battle for the board. Savannah Pick on the weak side is going to get it and have it immediately taken away. 4 players on the floor reaching for that basketball, and now the referee comes in and says jump. They were letting that one play out, and now we have another player on the floor. It's one of those, they let that one play out for a while. We're going to take a break for an official timeout. Back to Lincoln in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
Attention irrigators. When was the last time your irrigation pump was pulled? Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well and Irrigation to find out how pulling your irrigation pump during the fall and winter months can improve efficiency and avoid breakdowns, saving you money. Visit Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington or Wakefield. Find them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. And good luck to all area high school athletes this sports season.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Trojans with the basketball, handoff to Caitlin Arns, drives into the paint, puts up a runner, right-handed up and one. Caitlin Arns has played fantastic throughout this game. She's going to be fouled, made the basket now. She will shoot one from the free throw line. 3:02 to go in this game. Side iron, no good. Battle for the board, and it's going to be secured by Scott of Alma. 42-33. Trojans now back on top. Pass out front. Whitney back to, now Whitney on the left side. Three-point shot, no good. Trojans going to clear the boards away. Wortman swing it to right side. Berniker back to Wortman. And head coach Craig Wortman puts his hands up and says, slow it up. And he looks up at the clock, see how much time is there. Leading by 9. Burns some time off. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Back up to Bryn Berniker at the top of the key. Backdoor cutter. McKinley Lammers. She goes up strong and she's going to be fouled. That's a perfect play with only a few seconds left on the shot clock. Burn it down and then go up and now possibly get the couple free throws to go. Couple subs checking in, and now Addison Walter will check in. The injury on that last one when we took an official timeout was for Savannah Pick. She got hit in the head extremely hard and was helped off, and now she's still being worked on by the training staff. And it looks like they're checking her for concussion right now. First free throw on his way by Lammers, no good. They do a series of tests on concussions. You know, the flashlight back and forth, follow, tracking, and now a shot's going to go free throw, no good. Offensive board, put back up and in is Caitlin Arns. You got to see how many twos I got written next to her name. It's fantastic today. Cedar Catholic out 44-33. Moore, 15-foot shot, no good. And there's the rebound by Addison Walter. This game is beginning to be locked up here. Cedar Catholic on top by 11, their largest lead of the game. Wortman, 15 feet, no good. Battle for the board. It's going to be Neal of Alma. Looks like starting to empty some benches out. A couple players maybe. On the right side, back up top of the key. That's Scott, drives in strong. Walter knows she's got 4 fouls, stays away from her. And they bring it back out and reset the offense. Down the corner, Moore driving baseline against Wortman. And now it's going to be tipped up, taken away with a basketball. Lammers and back to Wortman, and now they walk it up the floor with 1:24 to go. Cedar Catholic content, and now timeout is going to be taken. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. This timeout by Cedar Catholic. Back to Lincoln in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
On your farm, in your community,
Farmers Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
We're back here at Standing Bear High School, 1:16 to go to decide who is the 3rd place or 4th place team in Class D1. Trojans have the basketball, comes into play, handoff right back to Orange. She goes up strong, blocking foul. A lot of contact there. And that one, I believe, is going to be on Neal. Yes, it is. So that's 5 fouls on Alma. That's the 3rd personal on Neal. With 1:13 to go at the free throw line will be Caitlin Arns. First one, it's good. I was just going to say, the only thing that she is missed on today, I don't keep total stats, but she missed that free throw a moment ago. Otherwise, she's just been unbelievable playing, is Arns. Next one is good. And now Alma brings it up the floor. And this will just sail off out of bounds. A little miscommunication. You see this at the end, things can kind of get away from teams. 13-point advantage on the scoreboard, and then we're approaching that minute mark. Coming up right after this, we'll have some stats, post-game show, wrap things up for Cedar Catholic, and immediately turn the page, and we're going to go right into Crofton basketball. But first up, there's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them back in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Exactly 1 minute to go. Pass down the floor. It's going to go into Orange. She's going to be called for the travel. She kind of picks her head up and like, oh no. She was right down in the paint too. But on the floor for Cedar Catholic, McKinley Lammers, Hochstein, Lauren Bernicker, Olivia Kleinschmidt checked in during that dead ball, and Caitlin Arns. Pass now is going to go back out top to Scott. Swing it around the horn and back over and sail off out of bounds. So back to Whitney, and it's going to go out of bounds. See if we can get any other players in here momentarily. Still a 13-point advantage on the scoreboard. Full court pressure, the long baseball pass. It's going to go to Caitlin Arns, of course. She goes up strong with the right hand. Why not? Caitlin Arns. I've run out of marks on my score sheet here for her. She's played so well today. Quick shot. Three-pointer is going to go up this time by Harper Fennell. No good. Moore is going to step out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan basketball. Sometimes you see coaches empty the bench, and other times you do not. We'll see how this one plays out. Trojans facing full court pressure in the backcourt. Still have it in the backcourt. Can't get it across. Now they get to Lammers, and she clears the timeline just in time. Swing out right side. 14-foot shot goes up. No good by Arns. Moore clearing the boards away. 15 seconds to go in this game. Scott, right wing. Now to Moore. Three-pointer goes up. Side iron. No good. Battle for the board. Caitlin Arns has it. Arns in the backcourt. She can just hold this one. It is all over, and it's going to be still a battle for it. It's on the floor, and the timer is going to sound. Cedar Catholic is going to win this game against Alma 48-39. 33. An outstanding performance here by Cedar Catholic. Down the stretch, they are taking home the third place trophy and medals. Proud of these girls. I've watched them play a lot this year, and they definitely hustled and worked hard all the way down here at state. Take a break, come back. We'll have the post-game show, some stats, and wrap things up. Turn the page to Crofton. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Attention irrigators. When was the last time your irrigation pump was pulled? Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well and Irrigation to find out how pulling your irrigation pump during the fall and winter months can improve efficiency and avoid breakdowns, saving you money. Visit Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington or Wakefield. Find them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. And good luck to all area high school athletes this sports season.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cedar Catholic wins 48-33. They are the number 3 team in Class D1. Alma, they take home the 4th place trophy. Setting the stage right now down on the court at Standing Bear High School. Public address announcer just finished announcing all the players for Alma, and they are about to give them the large trophy to their school. Right now, those girls don't look that excited, but fast forward 10 years, 20 years, and they go back and they see that trophy in the case at home. They'll remember. They won't have this moment right this second in their mind that they're frustrated. They'll just remember the good stuff back from here at the state tournament. Cedar Catholic now, they're getting their introductions. Everybody gets a medal, and the school gets the big plaque. This is the postgame show, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer premium vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop at the Moody Motors in Niobrara. Let's break things down, talk some stats, a little bit about this game before we turn the page to Crofton in Class C2. We'll do that by the Christensen Well and Irrigation stats, built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. Christensen Well and Irrigation. First up for the Alma Cardinals. They finished their season 21-8. Miley Whitney had 3 points. Kirsten Moore had 6 points. Cameron Neal, 2. Harper Fennell, 2. Chase Malzahn had 1, and Vaden Epp had 3, but they were led by their guard, a sophomore. I mentioned it many times throughout this broadcast. Keep an eye out for this girl. Cameron Scott finished with 18 points for the Alma Cardinals. Now, Cedar Catholic, the number 3 team in D1, they finished their year 17-12. And I've talked about it many times. Don't let that 12 fool you. That's just the competition. They play bigger schools on purpose. As it is, Aniston Wortman finishes with 8 points. Bryn Berniker off the bench. She has 5. Hear that name quite a bit next year. I am certain of it. Addison Walter had 5 in the first half. Got a little banged up towards the end, but yet played very hard down the stretch. And she finished with 13. But it was Caitlin Arns, the senior, averages 8 points a game. I unofficially got her for 20, and I might even miss one in there. There's no sideboards to tell me for sure, but she definitely had 20 points, and I'm certain she had a double-double and rebounds as well. Caitlin Arns literally might have had the game of her career down here in her final game for Cedar Catholic. Those stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a break, come back. We'll talk more basketball in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Brighten your home and save big money on light bulbs at Menards. Get a stylish, vintage look, plus the latest in LED technology with Fight Electric Enhance light bulbs. They provide vivid, natural light. Save big money on a 4-pack of Fight Electric Enhance light bulbs on sale now through March 9th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Gardening season is just around the corner. Get a jump start on your garden with quality burpee seeds at Menards. Choose from over 450 varieties of flowers, vegetables, and herbs on sale now. It's the perfect time to plant seeds indoors and have them ready for spring. Start your garden off right and save big money on burpee seeds. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ork back at Standing Bear High School in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cedar Catholic's been awarded their medals, the third place trophy, and then the entire team, along with the coaches, stood center court. Said a prayer, as they always do at the conclusion of the games, get together. And now they're lining up at the end of the court, take some team photos. They're bringing home the third place trophy. Last year they missed the state tournament. The previous year they were down here. That was a team that was led by McKenna Naker, Laney Cottle, and several others. They took home the third place trophy as well, defeating Ravenna in that game. That game took place at Lincoln Northwest High School. So another third place trophy headed to the trophy case back home in Hardington at Cedar Catholic. They're just adjusting things here, moving some fans out and new fans coming in, and they are ready to go here for the Crofton game. We got one final thing to do here, and that is to award the player of the game. The player is provided by Avera Health. Visit avera.org today. We're going to have a few of them here today as we're going to recognize our seniors. The last time they'll play for the school. As you get a wave from some of the players that are going off the court right now. I get to know these girls personally as well. It's good stuff to see them win. Bailey Hochstein, the senior. McKinley Lammers, a senior. Lauren Bernicker, she's a senior. Olivia Kleinschmidt, a senior. And Caitlin Arns, she is a senior as well. Those players have played their final game for Cedar Catholic. The dedication and amount of effort they put into the school, as well as to the program, did not go unnoticed. They are the players of the game, brought to you by Avera Health. Visit avera.org today. That's going to do it for Cedar Catholic Trojan basketball here at the state tournament. And this postgame show, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com. Stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara.